Do you think modern day EA Sports lives up to that vision?
Not really.
I know what the hell I'm talking about.
It annoys me for the fact that you have the same cutscene, the same cutscenes that you had from a couple of years ago. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. I am Cannula Tones and I'm here with another video. Today we'll be reacting to EA and really what happened to it essentially. But I really want to talk about EA, and the unfortunate thing is that some of it is not in a positive light.
Trip, you said when you founded Electronic Arts, your initial vision for the company was for it to create simulation sports games that played as realistically as possible. Do you think modern day EA Sports lives up to that vision?
Have you lost your mind?
Not really.
Yes, EA Sports is false.
He's not really is kind of valid, because like when you think about EA Sports nowadays, let's be real, they do have their FIFAs, they do have is it NFL?
I can beat anybody on the team in Madden.
Yeah, NFL. It's just that I'm very familiar with FIFA, but have obviously a bit of an arcadey style, right?
Yeah, no, I guess.
I wouldn't say they're not living up to that name. I would say that they're neglecting the fans.
Most definitely.
And what is needed in terms of stuff like FIFA. I want to talk about FIFA, but like I'll speak about it. It's something I want to talk about. We'll talk about it.
Falling off in quality, 100%. There's no doubting it.
The Madden games are so bad now, it retroactively makes me like nostalgic for the Madden games from like 5 years ago, which I didn't enjoy at the time, which were still very flawed.
They have regressed, taking certain things out of the game that were in the game before.
It's all about money. It's all about, selling these DLCs and selling these packs,
Show me the money! That's it, brother, but you got to yell that shit! Show me the money! I need to feel you, Jerry! Show me the money! Jerry, you better yell! Show me the money!
They just mentioned the money, right? Okay, let's get on with it. EA Sports has become greedy. That's just a fact. Many of these companies that we know and love have become greedy because of money. They don't really give a damn. They don't really care about the fans anymore. They really care about the money that you're putting in their pockets. If you remember Need for Speed 2005, does anybody remember Need for Speed 2005? In Need for Speed 2005, they made a remake. Listen.
Nobody will listen to me about cereal!
For people who remember the blacklist, who remember the grind, how it was like to make sure that you get to Razor at the #1. People will know. Those people will know. The remake came through and it was just a complete nonsense, because as soon as you hop into the game, you already can access a variation of cars, which is absolutely ridiculous. Like, where's the hustle? Where's the grind? Give me something to be like, yeah, I'm doing something here. But no, it was an absolute waste of my time. It was an absolute waste of a download, because there was actually no love or appreciation. There was no hope and, enthusiasm that was actually put into the pot. Bro, I'm going to go deeper into this, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, you see what happened with NBA Live. They continue to get shelled, and that whole market got taken over by 2K. You look at Madden, they had so many features back in the day that still aren't in the game, now.
This like 12-year-old just grab.
Okay, the FIFA one is really grinding my gears. Honestly, it's actually really getting to me. So it's just possible that I might just end up just talking about this thing right now, straightforward. EA Sports had made a FIFA game, right, for years now. I remember the first FIFA that I actually touched was 07, and then the following one was 14, and then came I got 17 after that, and then yeah. So those are the 3 FIFA games that I started with, right? And, smooth gaming, everything is good and stuff, innovation that excites, And then, it just so happens that over the years, they got comfortable in terms of creativity and stuff. When you go to play a career, let me tell you, it annoys me for the fact that you have the same cutscene, the same cutscenes that you had from a couple of years ago. In the same game that is remade every year. You have no excuse. You have money. You have billions. But no, what you want to do, you want to pay attention to actual people who actually care to put money in your pockets. Instead, you actually want to... What is this word? People are there, always there, ready to buy the next game. But you can't come back and actually be there for the fans and actually consider their feelings and everything. Career mode is still the same. Same cutscenes, everything. They'll put career mode, they put effort in career mode in other games. FIFA is the most popular game they have. And you're not going to accommodate for those people who actually love that. No, you won't.
Grabbing his parents' credit card, just swiping away, and just put it on the console. It's one click of a button.
It's all about money, money, money.
All people will look on for EA Sports through the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 era is how much of a fall they've had, not financially, but in goodwill and towards the community, and how much worse it could get if they really don't start to turn things around.
Originally called Amazing Software, the company eventually settled with the name Electronic Arts. Tripp and his employees chose the name because they felt that video games were an art form, and the developers, not the executives, were the artists.
Yeah, man, FIFA was definitely beloved. I also, personally, I just feel like 14 was the best game. I feel like 14 was their peak of FIFA, and that was it. So how many years has that been? Innovation is gone. You know how sad that is? What are we left with? Lack of creativity. Lack of anything, essentially. All of the companies that we love, yeah, man. Until next time, I've been Cannula Tones, and thank you so much for spending time with me and breaking down, a bit about EA Sports. It's something that's very close to my heart, and for many gamers, they'll definitely F with this one. Please subscribe, make sure to comment, like, and let me know your thoughts, what you thought about the video. Cue the outro. Cheers.